Thank you for checking out Selective Quests. This is the trading card game, how to play. Let's get right into it. You can play with a universal deck, whether it's dark or light. That's the alliance. And each alliance has element cards. So you can get a light alliance of the ice, fire, all the different elements that we have, or you can use the universal cards, which are the white and black decks. The greatest thing about Selective Quest is you have a different hand every single time, no matter what you put together. So there's my ugly mug. As you see, this value is only 2, so it gives you about 20 extra points when you're building your hand. Our Petno in this particular case is an animal that uses ice as an element, and his or her battle attack points is here. You add the 3 cards together every single time to build your hand, and as you can see, that says 652 points. It'll be different every single time you combine different animals or the Petno cards with your builder card and your character. The position is character card down first, then your Petno, and then your builder. What we're going to do is show you exactly how to make your attacks. In each dice roll, as you can see, there's a small dice and a large 6-sided dice for the pupil level only. Along the edge of each card, you have the symbolism of what each dice represents for the attacks. So for example, we're going to just go ahead and deal a quick how to throw the dice. For the positionings, you have a dead stack here. You can get up to 3 attack Petno hands, and then of course this is your live stack, and it's the same for your opponent. If you were battling light versus light, there is no blocks unless your builder card tells you that you can use blocks. Same too with the dark deck. But if it's light versus dark, there's 2 different things that happens. Number 1, the dark deck for the pupil level gets to block your attack all the way till the 6 summons. So a summons happens when both dice are rolled and they have the same exact number up. That's what a summons is. So anytime someone rolls a dice and the same numbers on the attack dice come up, you automatically go to your deck and draw through your next 3 cards. And you hope to be able to use 1 or 2 of the cards. So for this example, for the pupil level, you get to use 1 of each card until the last summons, which is your 6 summons, and you get to use up to 2 cards. So for this example, I have 2 Petnos, 2 animal cards, and a builder card. I can't use the builder. It's up to me to decide which one I want to bring into play. So I'm going to go with the higher point value, which is our forest type Petno, so this rhino. So that's my second hand now that's ready to be played. But I do need an attack card, or what they call a builder card on top of that, which would look similar to this. So as long as the elements match, I can play it. So on the next draw, I'm not going to do it now, but for example, if I was able to do a draw and pick up another builder card, now I have attacks that I can use for my Petno. So when an opponent battles, they can choose which hand they want to attack so that they can decrease the value of the life points. In a normal trading card game, each card is 1 card. So you have everything in 1 card. And it tells you what your attack points are and what your defense points usually are for that card. Selective Quest is totally different because it's different every single time. And your attack points is your life points, what's called the TLP, total life points. So there's your total life points on that. That would be 560. You don't need to get another character card because you are the actual character or the trainer that's actually doing the fighting. So you only need to have 1 active trading card. So if you were able to get rid of this hand, then this is the new active hand, as this would be in the dead pile, just to show you an example. So let's throw the dice and see how this works and how easy this is for anyone at the pupil level or beginner level. And you get just as much excitement as the pupil level as you do with the possessor level, which is the master level. Our teacher level is the middle level, which is known as the intermediate level. So there's 3 different ways to play. I will show that in the next video as to how to play as a teacher level and also the possessor. In the possessor level, your Petnos actually have higher value. So we'll discuss that at another time. So this is how we attack. First off, we decide who goes first. So you would roll the 2 small dice. one person would roll their small dice, you would roll yours. So for example, right now 6 is higher than the 2, so our Dark Petinel would roll first. Now, just for time constraints, we're just showing that they already have a secondary hand active in this battle. So we got 2 hands going against 2 hands. So now we're going to attack. So he's going to roll first, this particular player. They grab your large 6-sided die and their large 6-sided dice and their small attack dice. Those are the 3 that they would roll. So for example, they would roll the dice. Let's get a better roll here real quick. Sorry. So they're going to roll the dice. So their attack is 26 because, again, they have the dark dice. They represent the dark, so they're the tens position. So the attack is 26, and then the small attack is 4. So on this particular card, we're going to see if we can read it real quick. It says barrow, so it's 2 blocks plus 50 TLP. So he gained 50 TLP points on his life, but he gets to block the next 2 attacks. So that means he gets to go ahead and roll again. So he gets 2 more rolls here. I'm really rolling weak here, but this is 12, and he got a 6. So some of these builder cards don't have 6 attacks. They only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. There's 6 different attacks, but your cards are a little weaker if they don't have the full amount of the attacks. So in this particular case, he does. It's called Mud Slap. It's 3 times the roll times 2. So 3 times 12 and then times 2, that's the full amount that he's taking off of either hand. And that's how we attack in this game. And let's get one more roll. Because remember, he got 2 blocks in a row. So this is a better attack. So now it's 46. And again, because the dark hand is rolling, they represent the tens position for the pupil level. So the full attack now is 46. And then 6 here on the small dice, and that's Mud Slap again, which is 3 times the roll and then times 2. So it's 46 times 3 times 2. That's a huge attack. And in most cases, we'll take a lot of these Petinels off the board. So the whole goal is to get an opponent's hand down to 0 so that they have no Petinels left, no life points left, and the game is over. So that's how we play Selective Quest, the trading card game. In the beginning, you select... you make a list, a short list of what you want to represent for your roll. So these are the different elements: force, water, lightning, fire, feather, and force, water, lightning, ice, feather, and fire. And then there's 2 other prime levels, which is mystic and prehistoric. The mystic and prehistoric cards will be custom drawn. And also, the more exotic the animals are on the Petinel cards, the more the higher the value of the actual trading card in the game itself. So the more rare. So that's how we have it. And then we also have builder cards that will be put in also. These are builder cards, your attack cards, but some cards are designed just to use 1 or 2 times during a turn or a roll. So some of these coming, I'll give you a quick list here. So we got Absorb, which means after your opponent makes their attack, the total is held or absorbed. You miss a turn, then add the total to your next attack. Here's another one, Boost Up. Add half of your opponent's last attack to your next attack. Or how about even Knock Up, which is on your next roll, you automatically use attack number 5. But if you don't have attack number 5 on your car, on your builder, then it doesn't make any sense to take that builder when you are doing a summons. Again, just a recap: when you roll the dice turn by turn, if it's the same number value, it's called a summons. You draw 3 cards and you play 1, 2, or 3 of them based on what level of play that you're at. Again, this was just the basic pupil level of how to play Selective Quest, and I hope that you are a proud supporter. We'd love to have you. Thank you.